Welcome to Gibson Bight, Roatán Honduras. We're continuing on our tour. We just did a beautiful tour of West End, and we're actually going to show a reference to that so you can kind of see where we are. But right now we're in a wonderful neighborhood that's just on the outside of West End. It's about, I don't know, a 3-minute drive, 10-minute, 15-minute walk. So you're about a kilometer and a half, maybe a mile away. But this is what's really nice is this area is not, it's out of the hustle and bustle of the tourism industry. It's away from all the cruise ship, all of the activities and all of that. And this is more of a residential neighborhood, which also means it's nice, it's quiet. The residents team, well, it's not just Airbnbs where you have weekly rentals. This is where people who live and work in Roatan, this is where a lot of these people live. And right now we are looking at Gibson, nope, this is Mangrove Bight, excuse me. So in the distance, that's actually Half Moon Bay, just so you can see a reference of how close we are to where all of the hustle and bustle is in West End, which you can kind of see. Well, this is Mangrove Bight right here, which is another residential area, and this is that kind of quieter neighborhood. I kind of on the outskirts of West End, but still kind of technically West End. And a lot of this is near the gas station, if that is your reference, or the Big Turtle, but for some reason I couldn't get the drone to zoom in quite well on the turtle. It just wasn't working. So anyway, this is the neighborhood. They're just outside of West End. That's still walkable, but you know, it's a scooter ride away or a 30 to 50 limb taxi to West End, which is where most people tend to work or can work in the area. So now we're just veering past that West End Peninsula, or kind of the eastern side of West End. This is Mangrove Bight, and now we are circling along a little bit of Iron Shore, and we are going over to, well, this is actually one of the most famous dive sites over here. We just passed Hole in the Wall, but you kind of have the beginnings of well, we're not technically in Sandy Bay yet. That's going to be the next large community, but this is kind of this is the Gibson Bight neighborhood, and it's quiet. You can tell that the houses are still conforming to the build standards that are to build under the canopy. So you do see some building, especially like on the peninsulas and such, where large trees they just don't grow because of all of the sea salt. But you still have the large canopies, and there are a lot of homes in here. You just can't see them, which that's kind of one of the great things about Roatan. When you respect the rules, you can still live nice and quiet and not do what some of the development is in kind of the higher touristy areas, because this is where a lot of people live. You just can't see it from the bird's eye view that we're kind of looking at right now. I mean, you can see a little bit. There is but it's still nice and green. The single family homes in this neighborhood, other than Weewa House, that was, I believe, sold for $259,000, and that's just like a stone's throw away from the water in Mangrove Bight. But the average house starting price is probably about $350,000, but if you can find a deal, you can find a deal for $300,000. You also have some condos that are available. You have mini houses that start at about $179,000, but you do have probably $300,000 to $600,000 for kind of an average price point. Now, keep in mind, there are big houses right on the ocean that are well over $1 million, because, well, there's a lot of those houses all over this island, but you can't really see it from here. And if you look straight ahead over to the right-hand side, that is the Gibson Bight Marina. Why that is important is because that is a safe harbor for boats in case there is a storm, but it's also where you get gas. One of the only gas stations in the area for boats. So that is quite important. I'm actually taking this video on a Sunday, so it's actually not that busy, and I think the gas station portions might actually be closed, but I do not know that for sure. But it's a nice quiet area where you can, the lot sizes are still a little bit bigger. They haven't been kind of condensed to the 0.08 or 0.12. The lots tend to be a little bit larger. Now I'm saying like 0.15 to 0.4, 0.5 or 3/4 of an acre are very common in this area because it just hasn't been chopped up and overdeveloped like so many areas, especially while we continue along. You'll see a lot of green space, but you have lots of kind of neighborhoods with the almost zero lot lines that will be going in right next door to the Margaritaville. But none of that development is in this area. And one of the reasons why I like this area, I own property in this area. I used to live in this area when I rented for many, many years, and it's a nice, quiet neighborhood. So thank you for tuning in. If you ever have any questions, let me be your first call.